Yeah, come here for a second. Let me introduce myself the right way. Name's Brandon. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to wake you up. Because from the way you've been moving, you're carrying pain so heavy it's leaking out your posture. You've been walking around like you're good, but your eyes say something completely different. You've been holding everything together with quiet panic, smiling when you want to scream, showing up when you want to disappear, calling it strength, but it's really survival mode stretched past its expiration date. Let me say what nobody else around you is saying. You're not okay. And that's not weakness, that's honesty. Men don't get safe spaces. We get expectations. Provide, protect, endure. Hold it together no matter what. But nobody teaches us what to do when we fall apart. So we fake peace. We fake confidence. We fake control. We fake being unbothered. We'd rather break in private than ask for help in public. But here's the truth I need you to finally hear. You don't heal by hiding. You don't rebuild by pretending you're invincible. You rebuild by admitting your soul is tired, your mind is overwhelmed, and your heart is still bruised from everything you never addressed. All that weight you've been dragging, it's not character, it's unprocessed pain. And the crazy part is you've gotten so good at pretending, you don't even realize how heavy you are anymore. But I do. I see it all over you. The sleepless nights, the loss of interest, the slow fade of your confidence, the disappointment you carry like it's strapped to your back. You keep telling everybody, I'm fine, but your spirit says otherwise. And right now, this moment, this honesty, this is the first real step you've taken in a long, long time. Because once a man admits he's hurting, he becomes dangerous in a brand new way. Not reckless, not chaotic, but powerful. A man who faces his truth is a man who can rise from anything. Your pain isn't proof you're broken. It's proof you've been fighting alone for far too long. And that ends today. You're not weak. You're overdue for healing. Stand up. Don't shrink. Don't look away from this moment. Because your comeback doesn't start when everything gets better. It starts when you stop lying to yourself. And you just did that. Now listen, my brother Kent is waiting for you. He's not as gentle as me. Kent's going to tell you what discipline really looks like. Go see him. Your crown is closer than you think.
Before I speak, understand this. I don't raise my voice for just anyone. But discipline is sacred, and too many men treat it like an option instead of a calling. My name is Kent, and everything I'm about to tell you, I learned the hard way, in the wild, in war, and from one man, my brother Rio. Listen, a lion doesn't survive because he's strong. He survives because he's disciplined. My cubs learned that on the first night they tried to hunt. Cubs are born with claws, teeth, and power, but no discipline. They chase anything that moves. They get distracted. They get sloppy, and in the wild, sloppiness gets you killed. So I told them, strength without discipline is just noise. A roar means nothing if your life is out of order. God didn't create lions to be chaotic. He created order, structure, timing, purpose. When he formed you, he wove discipline into your design. It's why laziness feels wrong. It's why drifting feels empty. It's why you know you're made for more. God is not a God of confusion, so a man living in confusion will always feel far from himself. When my cubs were young, they thought becoming a lion was about muscle, speed, and roaring louder than anyone else. But every morning I woke them before the sun, and I made them follow one command: do the small things with excellence. Why? Because the lion who masters mornings, masters everything. I taught them, hunt with intention, rest with intention, protect with intention, lead with intention. You don't become a king by accident. You become one by discipline. And this is the part men never believe. A lion doesn't only learn from the wild. Sometimes he learns from a man. That man was Rio. I watched him rebuild his life piece by piece, not because it was easy, but because he refused to waste what God gave him. The world hit him hard. But instead of folding, he became disciplined, woke earlier, cut distractions, cleaned his environment, trained his body, strengthened his spirit, rebuilt his mind. Rio taught me something I now teach my cubs. A man doesn't rise when life feels good. He rises when discipline demands it. So hear me. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is alignment. It brings you back to the man God designed. You don't need motivation. You need structure. You don't need inspiration. You need commitment. You don't need a perfect plan. You need daily obedience. So start here. These steps rebuild any man. Wake up on purpose. Clean your space. Move your body. Talk to God daily. Build silently. Let results speak. Discipline is how a broken man becomes a dangerous man, a focused man, a restored man. And if you're hearing this, you're not weak. You're being trained. Stand tall, act with order, live with discipline, walk with God. This is Khent, and your comeback starts with your discipline. But before you leave this moment, there's someone else you need to hear from. He walks alone. He listens deeper. He moves in silence. And he sees what most men refuse to face. My brother, my big dog, Kee the Wolf. Khent speaks of discipline. I speak of direction. Men don't get lost because they're weak. They get lost because they follow noise instead of instinct. And no man rises until he learns how to walk alone without losing himself. You've mastered nothing until you've mastered your silence. A man who can sit with himself can lead, and a man who can lead himself can lead anything. Stay tuned. Your next lesson begins